Wait, I'm missing something. Hold on. There we go. Hi guys, my name is Amari. I'm Berg. Welcome back to my channel. Before we start, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And let's get to the video. So, like I said in the last video, making my grand return, I was saying, excuse the music or whatever, my TV's up OD, and we were watching the Grammys, but I got bored, so I was like, let me just make the video now. Yeah, so like I said in my last video, I was gonna talk to you guys a lot about, you know, the different things that I've been doing, and so I figured why not talk about, you know, one of the first prestigious things that I've accomplished this year, which is Young Arts, the National Young Arts Foundation, the national competition for young arts. And I will explain that, you know, so yeah. So in case if you guys don't know, the National Young Arts Foundation is an organization which provides and looks for some of the most talented kids from all around the country in their respective arts disciplines, whether it be dance, vocal, music, acting, art, film, whatever. And there's basically called the National Young Arts Competition, where you have to submit kind of like a pre-screening or requirements for your prospective arts discipline. And so for me, I had to submit two videos. I had to submit a technique solo, and I had to submit a performance solo. And there's three I guess honors that you can, if I'm saying this right, there's like three categories that you can win. You can either win merit, you can either win honorable mention, and you can either win finalist. Now the finalist division is where you actually do the National Young Arts Week, where all the finalists compete and take classes and stuff, and you basically like also win money. You also win money if you're honorable mention or your merit. So, you know, it's just the different categories and how much money you win. It's a whole thing. So my experience, I started learning my solos around February of 2021, and I had to get them performance ready by August. And my two choreographers, I love them dearly. I just really appreciate them. I just had to take that in. But the first person is Cameron Saunders. He's an up-and-coming choreographer. He also vogues like me, and I just love him so much. So Cam, if you're gonna watch this, if this ever comes up on your timeline, I love you and thank you so much. And the second choreographer is Shay Bland, and she actually has been teaching me at the Ailey School since I was 13, 14, I think 13, when I was like an itty bitty. And so I really appreciate her as well. And the process was definitely stressful, only because I had a certain time frame in which I had to be ready, quote unquote ready, so that I could like perform this at an intensive, the Move NYC summer intensive, or summer session, I guess I should say. And me being a senior coming up, you were required to perform your solo. Now, if your solo wasn't ready, you weren't performing. That's just what it was. You were not gonna perform. But yeah, so that was really stressful. I had to learn my solo, my first solo with Cameron. I had to learn it in my 3x3, 5x5 apartment in my bedroom actually, and I had to move so many stuff around. It was really, really stressful. I'll try to see if I have a video, but I'll plug it in here somewhere. I would definitely say it was definitely a struggle, you know, but I overcame it. So yeah. And the second solo that I learned, I actually met up with Michelle at, you know, one of the studios downtown in Manhattan. Um, and we only had like 2 rehearsals, literally, I think 2 or 3 rehearsals. So I learned that in like 2 or 3 rehearsals. And I learned my first solo with Cameron over a span of like 2, 3 months, I think, maybe February, March, April. Yeah, like almost 3 months. I learned my solo, and then I had to get it coached by one of my mentors, Nigel Campbell. And if I have a video, I'll plug it in here somewhere. But that, I was very tired and very exhausted. It was just a very stressful experience because not only was I gonna use these videos for Young Arts, but I was also gonna use these videos for college admissions processes. I used this video for Juilliard. I used this video for USC. So I used these videos for all my other colleges as well. So I really, really was trying to make this and trying to learn it and just make it the best that I can make it, you know? I had to make it my own. So I really just had to, you know, focus on, you know, the different details, the artistry, everything that was being poured into me, I had to focus on that. And yeah, so I did my summer intensive with Move NYC, and immediately after that, you know, senior year starts for me, and you know, we get an email and we're like, okay, you know, it's time for you guys to film your solos. It's gonna be on this and this day. You know, let's get it crack-a-lacking. And so, I came in. Mind you, I had on like a red. I had my I cannot speak. The leotard or the bike tart that I wore, it was red. If none of y'all know me, but y'all gonna know this now, my favorite color is red. It's always been red. And low-key, that's been the trademark of my entire year, this red leotard. Everybody knows me by this red leotard. Yeah, I came in, you know, I was stretching, I was really stressed because I'm like, I only have 1 shot at this. You don't get a second chance at recording your videos. You know, you only have 1 shot to get this right. Now, granted, you had like takes, but I'm saying like if you wanted to do it on a different day, you couldn't do that. So you literally had 1 day, like 30 minutes to get this right. And so I was stressing about it. My friends were calming me down. And so, you know, I went in the room and we recorded it. And yeah, when I came out, I kind of felt a little defeated. I literally, the moment I came out, I was like, I'm not submitting any of this to Young Arts because this is just terrible. I didn't feel confident at all. And so, you know, I guess the lesson I should say is that you shouldn't underestimate yourself because you just never know. And that's one thing I can say. I never knew. I didn't know what was gonna happen after that. And so I texted my other 2 mentors and told them how I felt about it. And they basically were just saying, you know, when you get your videos, look at them and see what happens, you know. We're not saying, at the end of the day, they were saying that it was my decision, you know, but still send them anyway. So I saw the videos. I felt a little discouraged because I'm like, this is not the best that I've danced. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't. But I sent them anyway by the date that Young Arts told us to send them. And I waited and waited and waited. Now, granted, the people who won at the finalist level, they found out earlier than us. They found out like November 16th. So I was waiting for like almost 2 months. And me, I'm getting antsy because I'm like, what's gonna happen? If I don't win this, I'm gonna be devastated. But I have to trust the process. That's one thing I've learned through my whole high school experience, is to trust the process. If anyone is watching this, you must trust the process. You have to trust the process. Because if you don't, then it's like, everything is just gonna do. And without me trusting the process, I would not be going do. I'm waiting, and I just lose hope. I just give up. And one day I'm in school, and basically I had a free period. So I was with my 2 other friends who had also submitted to Young Arts. And I see a notification pop up on my phone, and I'm like, what's this? And it was on Instagram, mind you. And it said Young Arts had posted something. And so I look at it, and it says, congratulations to all the Young Arts winners. And I'm like, okay, I never got an email, but let's just see. I never got a phone call either, so let's just see like what's going on. So I tap the link, and I'm looking through, I see the list, and I keep going through the list, and I'm just so discouraged. I'm like, okay, it is what it is. And I look, and at the merit level, I see my name, and I'm like, I lost it. Like I was shocked. I was like, wow, I'm a National Young Arts Winner now. Yeah, like I never really thought like that was really gonna happen, because I underestimated myself. Like I was just like, this is not the best. As dancers and as artists, we're such perfectionists, and you think so highly of yourself, of like, with everything that you do. And so when I saw that video, I was just like, it's not my best, but my mentors just told me to send them anyway and see what happens. And I found out I was a Young Arts finalist, and I'm like, wow, like this is crazy. And I didn't even care, because a lot of people, they're like, well, if you didn't win the finalist level, then you're really not a part of the Young Arts family. No, baby, you're a part of the Young Arts family. No matter if you're a merit winner, honorable mention, you get all the same opportunities as a finalist person anyway. So, because you're a part of the Young Arts community now, so you are a part of it. I was really proud just to say that, because it's like, you never know what's gonna happen. So for anyone who wants to submit to Young Arts, or who wants to submit to national competitions or anywhere, I'm probably gonna say this in the other videos too, but do not feel discouraged. Trust the process, because you never ever know what's gonna happen. That is one thing that I will tell you guys. Trust the process. I swear to God, you will shock yourself. You will. So that is it for this video. I'm gonna put a link, if you guys want to sign up for Young Arts. I highly recommend it. So I'll put a link here. I will also insert a video of my solos if you guys want to see that. So yeah. enjoyed those. I really do appreciate you guys once again. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm still working on these intros and these, what do you call it? Endings. So we're gonna see about that once I have more time, and I'll figure those out. But for now, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you all so, so much. And until next time, bye.